So, hello everybody. I'm Yasushi TONAGA, the director of the Kenan Rifai Center of Sufi Studies at Kyoto University. And now we're approaching to the end of the first international symposium of Kenan Rifai Center for Sufi Studies. And I'm very much satisfied with the success of this memorial symposium, because not only Japanese participants, but also the foreign international scholars, including Turkish, American scholars. Unfortunately, we invited one Chinese distinguished professor, but he couldn't come. It was a pity, but anyway. So we had a big chance to exchange our academic opinions. And I believe that this became one of the biggest occasions in the academic milieu in Sufi studies as well as Islamic studies. And the only one, maybe lacking one, is that we couldn't have enough time to invite the speakers from other parts of the world, for example, from Europe, from the other parts of Asia. And so the next time, inshallah, we'd like to make the international symposium more internationalized. And as for the level of the presentations are extremely high, and we are very, very thankful for the speakers, for all the speakers from the world. And we are enjoying the discussions, academic discussions with each other. And as for our activities of the center, our center was established last year. So one year and almost 2 months have passed after the establishment of our center. And so we concentrated on mainly three things. One is, to hold this symposium. It took a long time to make a preparation for such a kind of big conference. But anyway, we are happy to have a good audiences for that. And the second is the publication. Only after half a year after the establishment of this center, we published the first volume of Kenan Rifai as the first volume of the Kyoto Kenan Rifai series for Sufi studies, and it is entitled the bibliography of Sufism, Tariqa, and saint worship studies in Japan. And my intention is to show the achievements up to now, which were done in Japan until now, from the Meiji Restoration or the early 20th century. We have a long history of Sufi studies, more than 100. Compared to Turkey or compared to USA, it may be shorter, but still, we have an accumulation of the Sufi studies in Japan. But unfortunately, most of them are written in Japanese. That's why it is not known worldwide. So now we are planning with Kerim Foundation and their kind help, support, to publish the translation of the Japanese excellent works into Turkish or English. And at the same time, we are also planning to translate excellent works from Turkish or Ottoman Turkish to Japanese. And also maybe some works, for example, the works of Izutsu may be included in that, will be translated from English. Original version is written in English, from English to Turkish. And so the publication is also included in the second, the second column of the activity of our center. And the third column of the activity of our center is the fostering the next generation of Sufi studies in Japan. And very happily, we had a special chance to dispatch 5 of our students, including one from the University of Tokyo, to be trained in Üsküdar University in Istanbul. And they spent almost for 50 days, and they received a very good, excellent education on the Sufism and the history of Sufism in Ottoman period, as well as Ottoman Turkish reading, and so on and so forth. So they were really satisfied with the level of the education. So it was splendid, I heard. And me myself participated in only the first week of the beginning of this educational program. And it was really splendid, and it was very successful. And in the end of this educational program, we had a concluding session how is it called? Concluding, not session, but concluding conference of the education system, educational program entitled The Bridge of Two Easts, Ikidorun Kyopurusu. In Japanese, it is called 二つの橋をつなぐ、二つの東をつなぐ橋, sorry. And so two easts here in this case means Turkey and Japan, and I believe that this was as I mentioned, this was a very, very good chance for the students, young students, who are strongly expected to show the next generation of Sufi studies and Islamic studies in Japan. And in the end of this educational program, we had a special session, as I told you, entitled Concluding Conference. And all of the dispatched students made their presentations in 15 minutes each. And most of them, all of them have mentioned something about the legacy of the history, the legacy of the rich legacy of Ottoman Sufism. And so I believe that they have progressed a lot after this excellent education program. And I'd like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to the professors and the staffs of Üsküdar University, as well as Kenan Foundation. Thank you very much.